Welcome to Business Reporter's The Future of Retail campaign. Stock accuracy is crucial in retail. It ensures that brands always deliver on their promise to the customer, but it also is key to cutting hidden costs and increasing efficiency. However, compared to what they actually have, the amount of stock that companies list on their inventory reports is out by an average of 25 to 35%. That's according to research from Checkpoint Systems. I'm here with the company's Global Product Solutions Manager, RFID, Inge Fleuren. Inge, why is there so much inaccuracy in inventory management?
Because our customers, our retailers and brands rely on our legacy that we have built over the last 50 years, meaning 1 or 2 stock counts every year. But with the ever-changing climate in the fashion, which means more collections a year, more stock coming in, online shopping, online pickup, it means that stock is shifting around the store a lot more often, and that gives those big inaccuracies in stock.
What are the consequences of those inaccuracies, those discrepancies? How is it materially affecting businesses?
It's affecting the businesses in the sense that they have overstock or understock. And with understock, it means, for example, if you don't have it on shelf, the retailer will not sell it. And if you don't sell it, you lose your revenue, you lose your business. And that could potentially lead up to 10%. And that doesn't sound huge, but if you imagine even a small business that does 20 million a year, that's already a lot of money for them. And even if you mount it up to national companies, that loss in revenue gets even a lot bigger for them. So it's costing our brands and customers money if they don't know exactly where the stock is at what time and where they have it and how they can sell it.
So how can retailers make their inventory management smarter?
By using technology. And one of the technologies we recommend is RFID, which allows you to identify each separate product, making it unique. By using RFID, you will identify each object by itself, and without line of sight, you can determine what stock you have in which part of your supply chain and in your store. And with that, you can follow it through your supply chain, from the manufacturer to your DC to your stores. And that allows you that you know exactly where your stock is at which store or which other station in your supply chain. And that gives you the availability to put it on shelf and make it available for your customer.
RFID isn't new, so if it's so good, why is it not ubiquitous?
Because it requires some investments from each brand and retailer. So it means they need to invest in hardware, software, and in consumables, so RFID labeling. And the 3 of them together form an RFID system. And the cost of investing in that is quite substantial, especially in the hardware and the software. The cost of the consumable, the RFID tag that goes onto the garment, has come down in recent years. That's why we now suddenly see a surge of retailers moving to RFID, because they have seen the advantages of RFID that it has given other customers who have been on RFID for several years. But we also help them with a return on investment, because yes, the initial investment costs are high, but with this return on investment calculator that we do with them, we show them that usually an investment in hardware and software is returned in 2-3 years' time, which gives them an opportunity to present this return on investment to their management and move forward with RFID.
Surely it doesn't all come down to retailers, though?
No, the manufacturers at source play a very crucial part, because they are the ones who have to attach the RFID consumables to the garments. And for them, it's an easy transition, because what we try to do together with the brands is incorporate the RFID into their already existing tagging. So it means that for a manufacturer, that it doesn't change a lot. They will add a price tag, which now contains an RFID, and where before it didn't contain an RFID. And it would also allow vendors to get some control on their own supply chain and their inventory that they have on hand.
Tell me more about Checkpoint Systems. What sets your solution apart?
What sets Checkpoint apart is that we're one of the few that produces, designs, manufactures, but also tests all of the 3 components that are needed for an RFID system. So the hardware, the software, and the RFID consumable. Because we have taken extensive time to test our solutions together. So the hardware in combination with the software, but also in combination with the RFID product consumable that's attached to a product. It saves time during the integration of an RFID project at a customer. And time is money, so it saves a customer money. And they go onto RFID a lot quicker than if they would take those 3 components from different companies. So with that, we can help them integrate RFID into their supply chain faster. What we do is we organize manufacturer meetings where we help manufacturers understand what RFID is, how to attach it, how to handle it. And with that, we take away a big part of concerns that retailers have on moving to RFID. So that means we help them explain to their full supply chain, stores, manufacturers, they see what RFID does and how it works.
So that's how you solve stock inaccuracies. What other benefits do you provide?
Well, we see now once customers start with the RFID journey, as we call it, first part is indeed stock accuracy. And then they go to next features that RFID can give them, like RFID as loss prevention, but also RFID for self-checkout, so frictionless self-checkout. It allows you to do a frictionless self-checkout, but it also moves further to like smart mirror solutions, which helps to enhance the customer experience. And that's where we see a lot of added benefit once that first base is put down, so stock accuracy. We can see that retailers move further and to see, okay, what can RFID add as value to my product or for my customer experience?
Can you give me an example of a company that illustrates the success, the power of your solution?
Well, as said, on average, we see stock inventory increasing from 65, 75 up to 80, 90% in the first few months, half year. But we also see the use of RFID beyond only stock inventory. Like, for example, RFID is EAS, where RFID replaces, for example, the hard tags that we see in garments. And with a hard tag, we mean the hard protection that you see in garments. It doesn't allow a customer to fit a garment very comfortably because it's always in the way. You could replace that with RFID. One, give a better customer experience. But we've also seen that a hard tag is attached at the store or the DCs, which takes manpower. If you do that at source, it means that you free up your store staff to sell garments. And what do our customers want to do? So our brands and retailers, they want to sell garments to our customer. They want to give the customer the full customer experience. And I think that's one of the things that RFID facilitates.
You said you can get accuracy up to about 85, 90% in the first 6 months to a year. Is there any stage where we can get to 100%?
We wish we could. 100% is perfect and nothing in life is perfect. And we also don't claim that. The targets that we make with our customers over a period of 3 to 5 years is 98 to 99%. And we have seen that we can reach that target.
What are your 3 takeaways from our discussion?
That RFID will facilitate a brand retailer a lot, as long as altogether you determine what is the business case, what's the issue that you're trying to solve, and together work on a solution that fits the retailer regardless of its size. So it can work for global, national brands, but also for a small boutique who only has 1 or 2 stores across the country or across the city. And it helps you make sure that you reach your maximum revenue that you want to target.
That was Inge Fleuren from Checkpoint Systems.